flan. So first you need 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. Now this recipe is by John Cannell, so yeah. Let's hope it turns out good. So now that you have the 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, now you have to take 5 large eggs and 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. And you also have to have a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, or just like these large cans would be fine. And then you have to have 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so we're gonna preheat the oven to 350, and we're gonna have to add our sugar and 1/4 cup of water. So then we're gonna have to cook over medium heat, stirring frequently for about 2 minutes until the sugar is dissolved. Now we have to stir it until it's dissolved. And mine's dissolved now, so now we're gonna have to turn up the heat a little bit. And we're just gonna have to stir it until it's caramel in color. Okay, so now after it turns caramel in color, immediately pour it inside of this 8-inch round cake pan. Okay, so if it turns out like this, you have to probably just start tilting the pan, so that way it's like a circle. But if it's your first time, it may not happen. This is what mine looks like so far. Looks like a blob. John Cannell should have told us to just use more sugar and water, because I give up. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to move on to the next step with my blob here. And we're just gonna have to have a half-glazed flan, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to go grab my mixing bowl and combine all the eggs, condensed milk, and evaporated milk, and vanilla extract in the blender or large mixing bowl. So I'm just gonna use a mixer. Okay, so now I just have to rip apart the eggs, and make sure after you're done with the eggs, throw them in the trash. Otherwise your mom will get mad at you. Okay, so now we take the vanilla extract, carefully put it inside of here, and then I'll start what to do. Okay, so now we put in the whole can of condensed milk. Okay, now we have to take the evaporated milk and pour it with the mixing bowl. Let's see what we have to do next. Okay, so now we have to whisk it really fast until it's well combined. So now we have to place the caramel inside of here, a roasting pan, and then make sure this is well mixed so that way we can pour it inside of the caramel. So that's what we're gonna do. Now you're gonna have an adult help you place this inside of the oven because the water's really hot and the pan's really heavy. So now we're gonna let it cook for 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, so now that it's cooking, I have to clean up the mess that I made. So we checked in at 35 minutes and it's still a little bit liquidy. So I put it in there for another 10 minutes and now it's gonna be good. I hope. Looks great. So we left it out of the oven for about 10 minutes. Now we're gonna have to put the sliced strawberries on the flan. Now you also have to put some blueberries in there. Oh my gosh, guys, I just figured out that this is actually upside down. You're supposed to flip the flan over with the caramel side facing up. So we'll just have to flip it over on the plate and see how it goes. Now I'll just have to flip this onto this plate. Okay, I had to have my dad help me, and it looks pretty good.
Don't ever try to make flan again. Look at this huge mess. And look at the glaze. Looks like it destroyed the pan.
Okay, so I put all the toppings back on, and this is what it turned out like. Okay, it's time to dig in, see how this turns out. Super cold. Right. Alright, the last one was so good that I'm having another one. I don't usually eat sweet things. Okay guys, turned out great. Make sure you follow the recipe and like and subscribe. Thank you.